watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Today we're going to be talking about Red Eyes Black Dragon and all of its support. Since the induction of Yu-Gi-Oh! And who knows how long ago it was, Red Eyes has always been thought of that 2 tribute monster that just wasn't strong enough. It was weaker than Summon Skull for, being a 1 tribute and 2500 attack monster, and it was weaker than Blue Eyes White Dragon for being a 2 tribute and 3000 attack monster. But now with the release of new support, Red Eyes can actually become a force to be reckoned with. That's right, today I'm going to be telling you guys how to play Red Eyes and all of the cards included that you could play in your very own Red Eyes deck. Alright, I'm going to separate this into so many different classes because there is so many Red Eyes support cards that I understand why you guys can't build a deck or anybody can't agree on the build. First thing I'm going to be starting off is the above level 7 Red Eyes monsters because these are actually very, very under-supported within the deck because most cards in the deck revolve around special summoning, discarding, drawing, searching, level 7 or lower Red Eyes monsters. So yeah, they're kind of outcast. One of them is really good while the other 2 are... Let's just get into them. First, we're going to talk about is Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Now, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is a force to be reckoned with. It's limited to 1 for a reason. It's 2800 a body, and it's allowed to be special summoned just by banishing 1 dragon monster you control. Its additional effect says you can special summon 1 dragon monster from your hand or graveyard to your side of the field. This card is definitely the card that I was saying is really good. A lot of builds I've actually seen don't play it because it's level 10. It's kind of hard to use, but in my particular build, we find a way to abuse it to its best of abilities. Next card we're going to be talking about is Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. There you go. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon can only be special summoned with the effects of METALMORPH. I think we can stop right there. The next card we're going to talk about is Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Now, Red Eyes Darkness Dragon isn't as useless, but the fact that you need to tribute a Red Eyes monster to special summon it, and its only gain is 300 per dragon in the graveyard. Now, don't get me wrong, you could probably fill your graveyard up with a jillion dragons and summon this card, and then, hey, you might be on a roll, but I personally don't think the card is that great. The next set of cards is monsters that actually are affected by the support that we just got. That's right, the level 7 Red Eyes monsters. I guess we can start off with Red Eyes B Dragon, and before we go out with Red Eyes Black Dragon, I'm going to say Red Eyes lives matter, okay? This is a 2400 attack, 2000 defense, level 7 dark monster with no effect. I mean, let's face it, you could be playing a million other cards in this game right now that are just infinitely better. Like stated before, even when Red Eyes came out, it was infinitely outclassed by better cards. This card was just complete jank. But now with the new support, Red Eyes is actually a force to be reckoned with. Running him is not a bad idea. Now we have Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, which is almost identical to the Red Eyes B Dragon, but it doesn't retain the same name. Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon, where it's a Gemini monster that requires to be second summoned to gain its effect. Ultimately, the most important thing is that it is a normal monster while on the field or in the graveyard unless it was second summoned. Obviously, it's still a normal monster in the graveyard, even if it was second summoned on the field. When Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon inflicts damage, it can inflict additional damage. So, yeah, this card can hit for game. The next card that is affected that I don't know if you guys want to play is Red Eyes Zombie Dragon. Now, Red Eyes Zombie Dragon does fit the requirements of being a level 7 Red Eyes monster, but its effect has nothing to do with helping the Red Eyes deck whatsoever. And then the last card, I think a lot of people actually just go, Cali Effect, are we done? But I think this card's a sleeper. Malefic Red Eyes B Dragon. Now, come on, you didn't see Joey play this card, but its effect is very good in itself. By banishing Red Eyes B Dragon from your deck, you get the special summon this guy. So a free 2400 attack monster is better than tribute summoning for a 2400 attack monster, but that's just me. Furthermore, your other monsters can attack, which is a drawback. And if you don't control a field spell card, Malefic Red Eyes B Dragon is destroyed immediately. I know with all those drawbacks, you guys are like, Cali Effect, why even play that card? But wait, before you guys like dismiss the card, let me finish on the support and show you the Depth Pro game. Next, I'm going to be talking about the Archfiend support within the Red Eyes deck. So this deck actually gets a little interesting down this route, because while it is a Red Eyes deck, it actually involves Summon Skull into it. We have Red Eye's Archfiend Summon Skull card, I'm sorry, I've only read its effect maybe once and then threw it in the trash. It's that bad in my personal opinion. It is a Gemini monster, just like Red Eye's Black Flare Dragon, and its effect is when it's second summoned, you can destroy all your opponent's monsters that are less than its attack, which is not a bad effect, but does not help our strategy and is not good in my opinion because it is a level 6. Had it been a level 7, we probably would be saying something different about this card. The next card you could run is just regular Summon Skull, which I've actually found a lot of people running because, I mean, I don't know, I guess Red Eye's Fusion works better with this card. I mean, it's a 2500 beater, 1 tribute, stronger than Red Eye's. Don't really have to say much past that, do I? Alright, next I'm going to be talking about the off-brand support as well as finishing the rest of the Red Eye's monsters. The first monster I'm going to talk about is Red Eye's Wyvern, which is the biggest head scratcher in Red Eye's history. Why? Because it's not a dark monster. That's the first mistake. Okay, the second thing is that it requires you not to normal summon and then you get to special summon a monster. So it's very, 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 very slow. Nonetheless, this deck doesn't normal summon much. So hey, I guess a free Red Eye's monster is a free Red Eye's monster. It's not a completely horrible card, but the fact that it requires us to wait till our end phase to special summon a Red Eye's monster from our graveyard makes it extremely slow, like I said before. There's also the Red Eye's monster that's not a Red Eye's monster. Red Eye's B-Chick. Why does this card have... Okay, Red Eye's B-Chick is a level 1 non-Red Eye's monster. And the reason why I say it's a non-Red Eye's monster is because every card that could possibly apply to Red Eye's B-Chick says except for Red Eye's B-Chick. The reason why is because in Japan, while Red Eye's B-Chick did special summon Red Eye's Black Dragon still, its kanji is different. It doesn't have Red Eyes in its name. So when it came over and got translated to America, they were like, let's name it Red Eye's B-Chick because it works for Red Eyes. Good job, America, but just like how you messed up on Summon Skull, you messed up on Red Eye's B-Chick. The next card we're going to talk about is Blackstone the Legend, another card that excludes Red Eye's B-Chick from its card text. Now, Blackstone the Legend, you contributed to special summon one level 7 or lower Red Eye's Black Dragon or Red Eye's monster from your deck to your side of the field, for the exception of Red Eye's B-Chick. Another thing about Blackstone of Legend is that if it's in your graveyard, you can add one normal Red Eye's, level 7 Red Eye's monster from your graveyard to your deck to add Blackstone back to your hand. I think I got close. You obviously can read the card right here if I got it wrong. Blackstone of Legend is actually kind of important to the strategy because first of all, it's our only normal summon. Second of all, at the very worst, we can add it to our hand for more fodder. This card's like, yeah, this card's better, way better than Whitestone of Legend. Blackstone of Legend lives matter. The last card I want to talk to you about that is on brand Red Eye support is Black Metal Dragon. Now, Black Metal Dragon is probably the most disappointing Red Eye's monster ever. Why? Because, I mean, you expect that you got Red Eyes, you got Red Eye's Black Dragon, you got Red Eye's Black Metal Dragon, you got Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon. You would think that the metal would actually be important. But most importantly, I was actually expecting Black Metal Dragon to say, while this card is on the field, it's treated as Metamorphosis. And then you're like, oh, that's why. But no. Red Eyes, or Black Metal Dragon is a very interesting card, and the fact that it's not a Red Eyes card only hurts even worse. If you control a Red Eyes monster, you can equip Black Metal Dragon to it. It gains 600 attack and defense. If this card leaves the field, keep in mind I said if this card leaves the field, or I think it's when this card leaves the field, which makes it even worse. You can add one Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand, but hey, I'm actually going to give the card a second try. It might not be that bad. Another card that you guys could play was literally screaming Red Eyes in its name. I don't know why they just didn't name it Red Eyes. Keeper of the Shrine. A level 4 monster that when a dragon monster you control is destroyed, you can special summon Keeper of the Shrine. Consequently, if you have a normal level 7 or higher dragon monster in your graveyard, you can go ahead and add that to your hand as well. If this card is being used for a tribute summon of a dragon monster, you can treat it as 2 tributes. That card's pretty freaking good. Next, we're going to talk about the Black Dragon and the White Dragon. Now, while they closely resemble Light Pulsar and Dark Flare Dragon, they're better off with Red Eye support, okay? White Dragon actually banishes your Red Eyes monsters to special summon itself, while Black Dragon banishes this card to special summon itself. And we're talking about Eclipse Wyvern. Now, Eclipse Wyvern has an amazing effect in this deck. First and foremost, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish one Red Eyes monster. I apologize. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish one level 7 or higher light or dark monster from your deck. You know, it's in the banish zone, obviously. Furthermore, if it's banished, you can add that card to your hand. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You guys figure out what to do with it before my video. Okay, next is Spell and Trap support. I'm gonna talk about the on-brand Spell and Trap support. There's Red Eyes Fusion, cards for Redstone, and Infernal Fire Blast. Now these cards are interesting. Red Eyes Fusion allows you to fusion summon with Red Eyes cards or the appropriate material from your deck. That's pretty good, okay? That's nothing to scuff at. And unfortunately, you can't normal summon, or I don't think you can normal summon or special summon any other monsters. And just the fact that it was a good idea, just poor design. Read the card, you'll figure it out. Next is Cards of Redstone, which says discard one level 7 Red Eyes monster from your hand to draw 2 cards. Then you can send a Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard, which is also really good. That card's just really good, there's nothing else to say. Then there's Infernal Fire Blast! I remember when this card went up, it was so amazing. It's horrible, let's not even talk about it, okay? There's a couple of other Red Eyes support cards like Red Eyes Burn. I'm not even gonna make a disease joke on that one, but... Next, we're gonna be talking about the Red Eyes Extra Deck monsters and support. Now, bear with me guys. There's Meteor Dragon, okay? Now, Meteor Dragon doesn't look like much, but it's 3,500 attack. That's it. That's all I'm saying about it, okay? Then there's Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, which is a reincarnation of Beast Skull Dragon. If you guys don't know what Beast Skull Dragon is, you probably are too young to be watching this video. Just plain. The card actually is very weird. It says if damage calculation is involved with this fusion summon card, you can add 1 Red Eyes normal monster from your graveyard to your deck and then inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack. Now that's pretty freaking good, but too hard to summon. We'll get over that later, okay? The next card I want to talk to you about is Red Eyes Black Flare Metal Dragon, or Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. I think it's Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Now, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon is the star of the deck. 2,800, 800 attack is nothing to scuff at, but to make matters worse, it can't be destroyed by card effects. Furthermore, if you control a Red Eyes level 7 Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, you can detach 1 material from it, special summon that card to your side of the field. Oh my god, that card's just even better. Hey, there's even one more effect. Every time your opponent activates a card effect, on resolution, your opponent takes 500 damage. Now, I know that's not much, but when you have 2 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragons and you already inflicted 5,600 life points, that means your opponent only has 2 cards to activate to get over your cards before they lose, or can't activate any other cards. So yeah, that card's not bad at all when you think about it from that way. The next thing is Queen Djinn Dragon. Now, Queen Djinn Dragon is very interesting because it coincides really well with the Black Dragon, the White Dragon, Keeper of the Shrine, and Eclipse Wyvern I was talking about. You can detach 1 material to target 1 dragon monster and special summon it. Its effect is negated and it cannot attack, but we can still exceed summon with it. That's pretty cool. You know it is. Okay, enough with the extra deck cards. Let's go back to the main deck. On with the ritual support. Now, there's Lord of Red, who is a level 8 ritual monster and makes no sense. And then there's Paladin of Dark Dragon, because there was never a Paladin of White Dragon. Shh, don't tell anybody. Lord of Red states when a monster effect is activated, you can destroy a monster. When a card effect is activated, except for Lord of Red, you can destroy the spell or trap. That's it. It would be good if it first wasn't a ritual, second had Red Eyes in its name, a third was easier to summon, but most importantly wasn't level 8, because that is really awkward. Okay, now the next one is Paladin of Dark Dragon, which would be really good for almost the exact same reason. You can tribute it to special summon Red Eyes from your deck, so that's pretty cool, but like I said, they're ritual cards. If I'm going to play ritual cards, I'd probably better off playing Necros. Now, I'm not saying that you guys can't go try. Their ritual spell cards, or at least one of the ritual spell cards, is amazing, but ain't nobody got time for that. And what I almost forgot about is Red Eyes Sword, Black Sword Dragon. I don't know why I didn't mention it with the other support. First of all, it can only be special summoned with the Claw of Hermos. Claw of Hermos isn't completely horrible, okay? Secondly, when it's summoned, you can attach it to 1 monster. It gains 1,000 attack, and then it gains 500 attack and defense for every dragon card on the field and in both players' graveyards. So if you want to swing for a ton of damage, your Red Eye Sword just might be your card. Now, even while I'm going over all these cards, they don't seem bad, but it's just like so much underwhelming support. Konami could have done a better job at making this deck more consistent. I didn't want it to be tier 1, I just wanted it to be more consistent. I had high hopes for this deck. But most importantly, I want to congratulate the players of Red Eyes, because you guys actually finally have a playable deck. There's no more, yeah, Red Eyes was good in Dragon Ruler format where you could put Red Eyes and Dragon Rulers and say that you made a Red Eyes deck. It's actually viable support for the deck, allowing you to play. Secondly, it did just surpass Blue Eye support because there isn't much Blue Eye support. And thirdly, I missed a crap ton of cards that you could play because it's inherently a Dragon deck. There's so many combos you can play with this card. And if Super Rejuvenation ever comes off the list, let's not talk about that, alright? Most importantly, I think that you guys should mold the Red Eyes deck to your liking. It is a very, very fun deck. Competitive, not even close. Look, okay, I beat a couple Necros players. I beat a couple Shadow players. Do I expect to win on a day-to-day basis with this deck? Oh god, no. Let's not get into that. Most importantly, I think that this is one of the funnest decks that Konami has made. The nostalgia factor is definitely there, and it's an exciting deck to play. I can't wait to show you guys the Dev Pro duels. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. On the left hand side, you guys can actually find out another how to play. I am playing Infernoids at this given time. And if you guys don't really want to see a how to play anymore, you guys want to see some more duel action, there's a Dev Pro duel of a deck request of me playing Sylvan. Really hope that you guys enjoy. If you guys want to support the Cali Effect, you can obviously click on the ad, or you can check the link down below, which will take you to my binder update when you guys can buy some of the cheapest cards, or I apologize, the cheapest cards online for the cheapest prices from your favorite Yu-Gi tuber. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.